welcome to my homestead. My name is Elizabeth and welcome to my multi-purpose room. I'm so glad you stopped by. This week it's putting more things up on the wall. A pegboard for my craft area and a coat rack. I have so many things hanging on the back of doors throughout the house that actually belong on hooks in the entryway. So I'll be really happy to get the coat rack up and clear out more things from the other parts of the house. I started these projects quite a while ago. They had to be painted, so I did that sort of in between the paint drying on the walls or the trim. And I'm very pleased at how they both turned out. So let's see how I get on prepping them and getting them up on the wall. The shelf here, if you can see it as well, it's angled there and it's flush up against the wall. So I'm going to do the exact same thing, only in that section of the wall so that it's lower to the floor. When I'm standing on the floor, there's the coat rack. It's above my head, but that's not an unmanageable height. So then hooks along here. These are the studs, so this is where it'll be screwed in, and then hooks. Then on the upper shelf, I got one hook there. I think I'll have two more, fairly close together. Standing on the first step is still above my head, but I think that's not unreasonable, and then the other shelf sort of starts here. Oh yeah, that looks good. I'm really happy with that. So I am doing a countersink drill bit, using a countersink drill bit to indent the screw hole a little bit so I can countersink the screws, and then I'll just put some wood filler over them, and I'll just paint it, and it'll make it look neater. I'm also using a 3-inch screw, which I think is overkill, but I don't really have anything shorter. Okay, there are the hooks. Wow, that looks fabulous. Now I'm going to admit, one of the hooks is crooked, but I think once things get on there, you'll never notice. The next thing I'm going to put on the wall is pegboard. And I'm going to put it here. Sort of like this. So I need to make sure the studs are here, find the third stud, and then put some blocks along here so that I can screw from the pegboard into the wall. So I've got some, but they're in the wrong place. So I'm going to leave a wall border of about 1.25 inches around here and here. So 10.25. So 9. This is the wood I'm going to use for the back of the pegboard, and I'm checking first to make sure that it's thick enough that I can put the hooks in, which it is, so that's really good. It's 4 feet long, so in order to hit the studs, I'm going to have to cut it in half and just screw into 2 studs. So as long as I do 4 screws on each one, I should be fine. So once they're cut, I'm then going to just glue these strips on, one at 9 inches and the other 32 inches away so that I'm hitting both of the studs. I'll start with gluing them on, and then once I'm putting them on the wall, I'll be screwing through the pegboard and these pieces of wood into the stud, so that will just give it some extra strength. When I went to screw the screws in on the right hand side, I realized that the drill wouldn't fit between the pegboard and the cabinet, and I had to move the cabinet for the third time since I started this room. Thankfully the top comes off, so I just had to empty the top and lift it off so that I could screw things on, but I just could not quite believe that I had to do this a third time. Well, I haven't put everything back yet, but oh my god, I'm so happy with that. I can't wait to get stuff up there. I know what's going up there first. Ooh, it looks so good. I'm amazed at how often I take the next step in this project of redoing this room and have a wow moment where I'm just stunned at the difference. And the pegboard has been a big difference. And it's not, what it's doing is it's defining the craft area. Up until now, the entryway was the entryway, the laundry was the laundry, the little built-in cabinet. I have an idea of what it's going to be. My sewing machine will go on the desk, but you know, I have a vision of what that's going to look like, and but it's the craft area that has not really been in the room yet, and this is just making all the difference in the world. And it just, 3 times I walked into this room since I put it up and went, wow. And I find myself just grinning because I can see myself using this room for crafting, and I absolutely love it. I've got projects that I started 2 years ago that I haven't been able to finish because I didn't feel good in this room. And I know part of that was the paint, but the other part of it was just being disorganized. So I'm really glad that I've progressed to this point. There are still small things left to do in here, not a lot. And I'll probably do them over the next couple months. I'm not going to rush because now I can get outside and there are a couple building projects that I have to work on outside. That's it for this week. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'm really glad you dropped by. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.